Hey guys, this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter, and today we're talking about an awesome little $50 on-camera audio mixer and several different amazing uses for it. The mixer in question is the Saramonic SR-AX100. Out of the box you get the unit itself, which is all metal, amazing construction for $50 in my opinion, and a 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter coiled right angle cable. On the back of the unit we have three input options: left, stereo, and right, and we'll talk about how you can use these in a second. And then there's also the output jack. On the other side of the unit we have left and right adjustment knobs, and a small switch which will control mono and stereo. The unit attaches to the top of the camera with a cold shoe mount, and it also has female cold shoe mounts on the left, right, and top, letting you mount microphones, monitors, really anything. So what is this unit actually for? Well, first of all, there's no battery to it, so it's completely passive. You don't need power, in the box itself. That also means that it won't amplify or boost the audio signal at all. It only cuts it down. Now stay with me. I know that sounds like, why would you want to do that? But there's a couple reasons. So those two knobs will let you essentially cut down the amount of audio, input levels going to your camera. Now there's two uses I recommend and worked really well for me with this little unit. The first is when you use two different microphones and you want a way to control the levels independently from the camera. So for instance, if you have a shotgun microphone like you see here and a wireless receiver, which you could easily mount on here as well, you could plug one into the left and one into the right. Now the other side where the knobs are have the switch set to stereo. This way you can use the knobs independently and independently change the levels. When you sit down to edit, you'll have left and right audio, and that will be your two microphones, so you'll be able to work with them in post. So that is a great way you can take two stereo microphones, split them separately, and be able to control those, which is awesome. The other use is to use a single microphone and create a safety track, which is a really, really great idea if you don't have level control and you can't be monitoring your audio. So cameras that don't have headphone jacks, or if you're vlogging and won't be able to change, the camera settings, this is going to be a great option. So to do that, you would plug your microphone into the stereo input, and then on the other side, keep the switch on stereo. Now you'll be able to use the levels to create the safety track. So what I'd recommend is make sure the knobs are both turned all the way up. Get your camera settings and your microphone set up for the correct audio level for your voice or whatever you're filming. And then on one of the knobs, I usually use the right channel knob, turn it down a little bit. And on your audio levels, you'll see that there are two different levels. This is great because if you or something in your video that you're filming gets really, really loud and peaks and distorts the audio, you'll be able to switch over to that second safety track. This is again going to be awesome for vlogging and gives you a lot of flexibility. So you're essentially recording two different audio files, one at a lower level and one at the level you want. So you'll always be able to switch back and forth depending on what you need. And once again, in post, you'll be able to see left and right audio and be able to choose which one you're going to use and turn it back into stereo. So it may not be the sexiest little device, but for $50 to be able to have multiple inputs and be able to mix them down to a single input or dual mono, as well as creating that safety track, is really, really awesome. And if you just want your microphone to act normal, you can always just plug it into the stereo input and flip the switch on the back to mono and you're good to go. So that's been a short review and kind of a how-to for the SR-AX100 from Saramonic. Great little device, only costs $50, and it'll give you the flexibility of being able to mix your audio on a camera and create safety tracks. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.